So I'm also going to make something here at the market this morning as guest chef, using produce and products available here at the market. And what I'm going to make now is some herb tomatoes on country bread or baguette slices. And to make that, I've got a couple of tomatoes here from one of the vendors at the market, and I'm going to chop up those tomatoes. So I'm done chopping the tomatoes, and I'll just transfer them to a bowl. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is chop up, or rather snip, some basil leaves. And I got this beautiful basil here at the market this morning, these great big leaves. So I'm going to snip them up with my scissors here, my kitchen scissors. And I'm just going to kind of roll up the leaves and snip them up. And I want to have about, a couple of tablespoons of basil total. And I just kind of eyeballed it and figured this would give me about the amount that I like. Snipping it with the kitchen shears is nice and easy and quick, and it doesn't bruise the leaves at all. And then also, something that I got here at the market this morning is 2 cloves of garlic. Since I'm going to be serving the carrot bread this morning too, I just want to kind of keep the garlic smell off of my fingers. And I'll just mince the garlic very finely. I didn't quite use all of the 2 cloves because they were pretty good size. And I just want about 1½ teaspoons of garlic. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in. Okay, so now I'm going to add a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And then I'm going to add in a teaspoon of balsamic vinegar. And then I'm also going to add in some salt. We'll put 1/4 teaspoon in. And also 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. Okay, so now I'll just stir that all together. I'm just going to let that sit for a little bit while I prepare some olive oil with herbs in it as well. And this I'm going to brush on the bottom of the bread when I serve it. So I brought a measuring cup with me, and I'm going to put 1/4 cup of olive oil in it. Okay, now I'm going to add in 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of dried basil, half a teaspoon of dried oregano, and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. So I'll just grab my whisk and whisk all that together. Perfect. And now what I'll do is cut the bread. And I've got some beautiful bread here from one of our vendors, Shadow Breads. They bring their breads to us from over the Rhine in Cincinnati. And we're just so glad they do because it's so tasty. And I'm starting with the French whole wheat baguette bread. So I've got a small piece here. And I'm just going to dip my brush into this herbed olive oil and brush the bread. And then I will top that with some of my tomato mixture. Okay, so now it's time to take a taste. Very tasty. The tomatoes are so flavorful. And mixed with the herbs and on top of this lovely bread is just a delightful appetizer. Enjoy, everybody.
Great vendors, amazing food, and live music here every weekend. You don't want to miss it.
Do you have any of the regular? You don't have any regular sourdough? You want a baguette?
This is delicious. This is delicious. You can get some, you get a recipe or whatever. Strongly recommend it. I have not tried this. This is a little early in the morning for me to having my vegetables.
It's not too early for me, and I can tell you it's fabulous. Very, very good. Fresh and pungent and just an explosion of flavors in your mouth. It's wonderful.
Did you make the bread?
Exactly. The bread is from Shadow Breads right over there.
There's a long time ago, matter how I try, days just run by, broken tempted. Be a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing that I can hold on to. Believing is living is just a